MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Kenta Maeda will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat to boot.
Leading off the afternoon for the Cubs, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Now the 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Way in front of that fastball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. One out, nobody on. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Just underway here in Southern California. Sliced hard but foul. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Bellinger is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's Corey Seager. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-0. 2-1 now. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Turner is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Next for the Dodgers, Josh Donaldson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Donaldson.
First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
2-0 now. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Fouled away. Seager leads off first with 1 away. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Set. Here's the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Base hit, line drive into the corner. Seager is on his way home. Now it's cut off. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch outside. 3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Here comes the first pitch. Now both runners on the move. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Digging in, Yasiel Puig. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. To 2-2 now.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Popped him up. He will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Chris Taylor. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Balls and a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Lined hard and deep down the left field line, but a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him. Dodgers get one in the inning on the RBI double. Second inning coming up, and LA's off to an early 1-0 lead. Here's Javier Baez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Javier Baez.
First offering on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Now at the plate, Addison Russell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Got to count 0-2.
Popped him up. Barnes is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And the winner here will earn a date with the Washington Nationals to decide this year's National League crown. So coming to the plate, Wilson Contreras. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Missed with a slider. Contreras, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Russell, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 is taken, ball 3. Jason Hayward would be next. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So stepping in, Jason Hayward, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
2 men are on with 2 men out.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. The 3-2 one more time. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Cold strike at the letters. 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
The 0-1 on its way. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Pause and the 0-2. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. That'll bring in Austin Barnes.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher, Austin Barnes.
First pitch on its way. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. High pop up. Rizzo waits on it. 1 down.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Next up for Los Angeles, Kenta Maeda. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Outside and low, 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
3-1. Popped up. Rizzo has room in foul territory. 2 down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey.
Here's Corey Seager. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Quintana's ready. First pitch on its way. And he straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball 1.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
And it's fouled away. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. Nope. Missed with a breaking ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers down in order. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Not far from us here at Dodger Stadium, the beautiful beaches of Southern California. Thanks again for joining us on MLB Network. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Fouled off. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
2-2 count. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Donaldson's there. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
pulled high in the air out to left field. Bellinger's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So in now for Chicago, George Springer. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a laser off into foul territory.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Puig has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Justin Turner.
First offering on its way. Too low, 1-0. Fouled away. Very high, 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
The 3-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Donaldson.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Josh Donaldson. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Chopped foul wide of first. Hit hard on the ground to second. Baez has it, and that's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
He pulls this one into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Javier Baez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses inside, 1-0. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell.
Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider on the inside for strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. High and deep to straightaway right. Looking up is Taylor. Gone! A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
The catcher, number
Here's
4.
the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now another 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Hit in the air to center field. Taylor is there, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Next for the Dodgers, Josh Harrison. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, John
First
Harrison.
pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. this is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
And it's fouled away. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Here now the 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. The 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. 2-2, here it is. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
Fouled off. Harrison on second. Puig first with no outs. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He popped out in his first trip. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
1 run, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? And oh, look out as that pitch ran in and got him. And that's going to force in a run.
Now batting, number
Riding
15.
in once again, Kenta Maeda 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Here's the first pitch to him. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
The batter number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. In to score is the runner from third. It's now 3-1.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Ready for another shot now, Justin Turner. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Quintana sets. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Three runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We played 4 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cubs 1. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So here now is the pitcher, Jose Quintana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Here it comes on 0-2. Now look out as he's got to hit the deck here. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Still 1-2. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Hayward, the runner at second with one away. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now. 3-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Another full count pitch on its way. A little bouncer. Payoff pitch one more time. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. He'll try it again. 3-2. And he fouls this one off. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. left. Another full count offering on its way. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 3-2 one more time, and it's fouled away.
Are you serious right here? This is becoming a joke. 8 foul balls in a row. This guy is in auto swing mode. This pitcher could throw this thing anywhere, and he's pulling the trigger.
The count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here. And you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 48, Rod Stewart.
In now, Chris Bryant. And he lays off there, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The 1-0. Laid off, but in there for strike 1. Two outs here with a runner at third. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Dodgers out in front, 3-1. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first inning of this one.
Josh Donaldson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging, a ball hit softly on the ground. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. To 2-2 now. One out, nobody on. Liner in there for a base hit.
That's an obvious mistake on the pitcher's part. You speed him up with the first one, blow it right by him, and you do him a favor by giving him a changeup. I mean, that's a pitch he can handle right there.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Tyler Chatwood enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Josh Harrison stands in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
You like the modern style of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in. Popped him up. Baez onto the grass, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 66.
Digging in and looking for more, Yasiel Puig. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Into the box, Chris Taylor, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. And that one just missed outside. Bellinger over at second. Puig at first. 2 out in the inning. In the air out to right. On the move is Hayward. And that's the third out. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's George Springer.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing.
The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
Hey boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Digging in once again, Javier Baez. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Addison Russell. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Harrison's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cubs 1. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Rizzo over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Matt Kemp will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 27, Matt Kemp.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. Comes in with 6 hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Dribbled to the right side. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Corey Seager. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full. Full count still. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Schwarber on the move. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Dodgers down in order as the lead remains 3-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Adam Liberatore is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36, Adam Liberatore.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Missed with a slider. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And the runner back. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And it's 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Contreras stands at first with one out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 46.
Albert Almora come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Albert Almora.
Ball 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. The 2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0. The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 75, Scott Alexander.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
From the belt, the pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Cubs strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 46, Pedro Strop.
Ready for another shot now. Justin Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Baseman, Justin Turner.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
To third. And that's the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh.
Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Now it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody.
Riding in once again, Cody Bellinger. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Up around the face. The 1-0. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Three and 1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. Yanked fouled off to the right. The next 3-2 fouled off. Line drive to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers, and it's still 3-1. Alex Claudio has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Now the 1-0. And right into the shift. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it. There's Harrison for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Here's Javier Baez. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And gone. Umpires are signaling for a home run, but boy, that was very close. And now hold everything here. We're going to have a conference down that first base line, as there may be some discussion as to whether or not this was really a fair ball. And you can see the umpires pointing down the right field line. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the video review seems over, and the home run is indeed going to stand. So the replay will uphold the original call, and that was a case of better safe than sorry.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison.
Stepping in now, Addison Russell. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Here he comes on 2-0. Way out in front.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And the 2-out success will bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate this inning.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cubs 2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 41, Steve Cishek.
Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
Josh Harrison.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Cishek has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 1-1. Smoke on the ground up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, don't take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
In now is Yasiel Puig as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Inside, heavy sinker just stayed inside. Two-one, here it is. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third. Digging in to try it again, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Now the 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
Two balls and a strike.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
2-2. Harrison takes his lead at third with one away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball three. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. And that misses, ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Ready once again, Austin Barnes. And their runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Number 13. See what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. And the changeup is way low that time. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Love that pitch right there. And he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Fouled away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Kenley Jansen.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He has a 3-for-12 line. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Now here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's batting.
Count is 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Tommy La Stella will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Tommy La Stella.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit to third. Donaldson's there. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers are right back in the series. They take game 3 here at home as this one is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Los Angeles Dodgers have won their first in 3 tries in this division series. Brock Stewart earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.